Alright, well, good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon, and I wasn't going to do another video this year, but since telling a few of my classes that I have a YouTube channel, my number of subscribers doubled to the last time I checked, it was 64. I think YouTube has to send me a plaque pretty soon, don't they? I'll have to look that up. So anyway, I thought I'd do one more video. Out here working in the garden this afternoon, and I'm just covering the raised beds with leaves. I'm kind of in the process of that right now. On this one, that one over there is already fully covered, and probably one more bag, maybe 1.5 more bags of the lawnmower, and maybe 2, we'll have this completely covered. I got this idea from MI Gardener. He's got a video that he put up just a few weeks ago doing the same thing. And all I do is I mow the lawn. The lawnmower's in the front yard right now. Mow the lawn with the bagger on. It's a mulching blade, and then I just empty the bag right over the raised beds here. You don't want to leave your soil bare. You'll notice in nature that there's never any bare soil except where man has been and has depleted it. Think of the Dust Bowl back whenever that was. And deserts are not even natural to the earth. God didn't make any deserts. Man made deserts by depleting the land and not covering it. Everywhere else, you'll see the earth covers itself too. As soon as you till up your garden in the spring, summer, fall, it gets immediately covered in weeds, right? So we want to do this to protect the soil, and it'll feed the soil too, right? Because leaves will break down over the winter as it snows. Not so much in the winter while it's frozen, but in the spring as it thaws. And then as it rains, this stuff will all decompose and it'll feed the soil. You'll have to fertilize less, or my goal is to not have to fertilize at all with the wood chip gardening, but in these beds you do have to fertilize some. So that's what I'm doing there. If you're wondering what that is there, that's to protect that tree from deer and rabbits. I've got those on all my trees, and I even bought some more to do in the front yard. These here are bales of straw that I plan to put into the core of the raised beds next year. I plan on having at least 4 or 5 raised beds next year, and we'll probably turn these 90 degrees and then put some more in this area. And I use core gardening by putting straw kind of down the middle, kind of right down the center channel of these, and then burying it. And that's a great way to not have to water your raised beds so much. By the way, the large leaves that are on top here, that's actually what this was just about 5 minutes ago. I tore this comfrey plant basically down to the ground, and it's a very good feeder, fertilizer. It's called Chop and Drop, and that's what I did with that plant. That'll grow. I believe that'll just grow right back next year, bigger. And I may have to thin, because they are notorious for spreading, they say. Right now I only have one, but we'll see what I get in the spring, summer. And then when I'm done with that other bed, I'll probably take all this green material out too and top the other bed off with that. So the leaves provide let me think about it. The leaves provide carbon, and the green material provides nitrogen, and those are both great fertilizers in combination for soil. Anything else I wanted to point out? That's a dog. I'll never be on my own videos, but I'll put my dog on the video, no problem. Show you the strawberries real quick too. These are just looking mangled and a mess, but the plan here, and I think I've talked about this in a previous video, is to just cover them with wood chips. So I think I have just about enough wood chips left over here. There's another straw bale too. I might have to supplement with straw if I don't have enough wood chips. I think there's enough though, probably in this pile right here, to cover all those strawberries. And the idea there then is that in the spring only the strong plants will poke through. The older ones will just die off and become food for the soil. So that's what I'll be doing probably next weekend. And thanks for watching. Get a life.